To the
Virgin
Chad Red Bulls,
Ferrari.
we have our Virgin Ferrari. So let's address the elephant in the room.
Well, first, to bring back Jean Todt, I think it's a great idea, or someone who could have a similar mentality as I spoke about it. Ferrari has that mentality to put the team first. It's always has been, always will be. But if you look back at the time with Jean Todt, that wasn't the mentality. It was Michael Schumacher has to finish first, and that's it. He's number one, and sorry, Rubens, but you're behind. And I think that should be the same. They've missed out on so many points this year, which Charles could have had them. Yes, it's sad for Carlos, but he just shouldn't have made those mistakes at the start of the season.
Right.
So I think there's some changes to be made.
On that too, I feel like either do that or early on in the season, even the internet was torn on this, that the drivers have been calling their own shots. And we saw Sainz do that in Monaco, which sort of messed up with the whole Ferrari race and stuff. But looking at how the half year has panned out, I'm totally pro on drivers calling their own shots now, because they make their own strategy. They make their own strategy. Because I'm like Leclerc's driving, okay? And then he sees Alonso and Ocon. Oh, they have the white ring on their tires. I'm already lapping them, lap 30. That's what I'm not supposed to put on. Right?
Exactly.
And then he hears on the radio, we're going to go on hards. Shut up. We are never going to go on hards.
Oh, man. So true, man. And I think, this is what I feel is Charles's weakness, I would say. That at times he is not assertive enough. He oftentimes blames himself, which sometimes is good, but up to an extent, I would say. I think he needs to kind of take command of the team, honestly. Like, to think of it, if you go back to Michael Schumacher, like as we talked about, like he himself did build the team around him as well. It's not just that Ferrari kind of favored him. It's also that he did get those peoples in those places that would favor him over his teammate. So I think Charles also kind of needs to take that lead in the team somewhat.
I understand that, but if we look like just on the strategy, I've heard people say on the internet that it's maybe a weakness of him of not calling his own shots at the strategy. But the thing is, I'm sorry, but that's not the driver's job. And for me, when has Max corrected the strategy? Never, because he can trust them, and he knows that the only thing he has to do is drive and win. And that works for him. And I think that would work for Charles as well if he could trust in the team. But unfortunately, at the moment, he cannot.
Yeah. There's two things here, right? Like, when we say that they need to step up, it's a direct correlation that the management there is weak. Right? Sure. Like, because the management is weak, like the employees have to step up. That's one. The other then too is, if you listen to the radio messages, right? Like, whenever Max is on radio, it's a very definite statement that this is what you're supposed to do. Right? But whenever Ferrari, like either of the drivers, they are on radio, we will get back to you. I mean, you don't
so
want...
true. That's so true. Oh my God.
Like, give him some confidence, man.
At this point, this has become a meme, actually. I'm not even kidding.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes. Man, something needs to happen. Something needs to change. Like, heads need to roll because things just aren't working out. Ferrari has pretty much squandered the opportunity. They should had won this championship. Clearly, but things just didn't go according to plan. Oh, by the way, for those who are listening to this on audio, Roberto is giving homage to Ferrari by wearing
I have a clown costume.
Of course.
I think it's very clear. It's a simple clown costume, I even have the Binotto glasses.
Oh, so, yes.
What can I say?
Yep.
Or we could also do it in this way where we don't, shit on them and do what Jeremy Clarkson say. So I don't know if you saw this tweet
on
by
Twitter.
Jeremy Clarkson.
Yes.
Yeah, right? We should now just call them being brilliant. Like, let's
they are brilliant. They're so brilliant.
Yeah.
And
How to Lose a Race by Mattia Binotto. He should publish that book.
Sell it in tandem, like how to build a car, and then
Yeah.
if you are a Ferrari fan,
Exactly.
you get this one free.
I think that would be so funny. Imagine like at the end of the
Uh-huh.
year, Adrian Newey just says, just gives to Binotto, you know what? Take the book. Take it. Just take it. Take it. Take it.
Yep.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and
Stupid strategy calls.
yeah, and it wasn't like it was like spontaneous. It wasn't like, okay, well, we do this now, you know. They
Uh-huh.
saw that Alpine
Yeah.
had the
Yeah.
hard tires. They saw that
Exactly.
they were very slow on the hard
Uh-huh.
tires.
Uh-huh.
They saw that they had no pace,
Mhm.
and they said, "Box Charles, you know, that's the best decision. That's perfect for him." I
Yeah.
don't know. I felt again. I think they should have tested it on Carlos, but once
Yeah.
again, that's the mentality of prioritizing Charles, and then putting Charles on Carlos's strategy so he could be in front
Mm.
because he's fighting for the championship. But yeah, weird strategy calls.
And then they were like, how do we mess up Carlos now?
Uh-huh.
So let's do a bad
Uh-huh.
pit stop while we are at
Exactly.
I think he had one of them was 4.7 seconds
Yeah.
and the other one was also like some 4 point something
Yeah,
seconds. Just
Um,
terrible all around.
The other thing I heard, and I for the nth time I can never distinguish the voice between Brundle and Ted on the commentary box, but so one of them was saying that before the race started, Ferrari had already said that they're going to start with mediums and then go to mediums, which immediately said, right, you know, because you need to have two different compounds, like it told the whole pit that they're going to
It
be
was
on
a
a two-stop
two-stop.
strategy.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And which just made everyone else adjust, because if they are the front runners, Mercedes and Red Bull quickly adapted to that. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
first of all, never reveal your shots.
Yeah. Well, at this point, really, they should just fire the strategist and just copy whatever Red Bull does. You know, just mimic them. You will still end up second no matter what.
Mhm.
I thought
Yeah.
Binotto did that. Because if you see the race again, like 5 to 10 laps before the race finished, he walked off
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
he
pit
did.
wall and
He
went
walked
away.
So true. Uh-huh.
He did.
Like, what is the guy doing? He fucked up both drivers. Sorry. And he leaves. What is that?
That was like a mic drop. That was like a mic drop. Yeah, my work is done here.
Like, you
I'm
would
off on my
never
summer
see,
break.
literally, you wouldn't see Toto Wolff doing that or Christian
Never.
Horner, you know?
Never.
Never.
Never. Yeah.
Toto would bang on the table, but that's it, you know?
Yep, that's it.
He wouldn't.
Break a
I don't
dozen
know.
of headphones and stuff. He has a commentary lying next to him. Get me the next one.
There's an intern
Yeah,
specially for that.
Yeah, man. And even the commentators were so surprised, like, where is he going? And then I think Karun was in the motorhome lane, and he was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I just see him going into the motorhome. He's having his coffee." And the commentators like, "He's already having his coffee. He's on a summer break. What is he doing?" And even they give up, like, "Okay, on to the race." Like they're like, "We don't want to talk about this shit."